our tires right here. So as for tires, we always want to make sure that it's at the right pressure. For this, how do we know that it's at the right pressure? All the tires will come with the information you need on the side of the tires. So for example, if you look here, this is 16 by 1/3/8. So the first number would indicate the inch size of the tire. This is a 16 incher, 16 inches. And as for the width of the tire, will be 1/3/8. So that's the width. It will vary. Different bikes vary with sizes of tires, especially for mountain bikes, they use bigger tires. Those are like 26 inch. So it does vary, but for this model, it's a 16 incher. As for the pressure required over here, it'll be over, the information will all be on the wall. So maximum pressure, 85 psi. So what some people tend to do is follow that maximum pressure to 85 psi, but that is already quite a recipe for disaster, as it can just explode in your face, and we don't want that. So always keep it on the low. Maybe if it's maximum pressure 85, you can go for 65, 70 psi. Okay. So other than that, I can quickly teach you on how to change a tire for those beginners. And for you all experienced riders, do bear with me for a bit. So I'll just quickly teach you on how to change the tires. So for the Royale over here, it comes with these two safety caps. Want to remove those black caps, can put them to one side. As for the tire, we're going to use a 15-inch spanner right here. That's pretty much all we're going to use. Okay, what we want to do is first deflate the tire. The reason for deflating the tire here is because we don't want the brakes to get in the way. If it's fully inflated, the brakes are going to get in the way and we're not going to be able to get our tire out. So best to deflate it, and then we can smoothly remove our tire. So first we loosen the nuts at the sides. So always remember, when you take out your items, how to put that back in. It's useful to take a picture sometimes, or you can just pay close attention and remember. Your nuts, washer, got a lever here, you can just tuck that in the back. And your clamp for the foldable function. And then your other side. So once that is loose, just take that out. Okay, and you see, now I explain to you why we need to deflate our tires first. Now the brakes are fully blocking our tire exit. You can either stick a fingernail here to deflate your tires, or you can use a small Allen key. And after that, we push the tire through, and we have our tire over here. For removing the tire itself, we're going to use these two tire levers. Okay. What you want to do first, just deflate it a bit more so it's easier to take out. Okay, once that is done, best to use two. Usually you will always need to have two, sometimes even three, but best to have two. Okay, we're going to use the outer part over here, but we're going to scoop it up. Okay, we want to stick it in. No, it's not that easy to see here. Want to stick it in. Hold on. Oh yeah, first mistake. Something I forgot. Always squeeze the tire first to make it easy to take out. Squeeze it first all the way around, because it's gonna, when you pump it fully, it's gonna stick to the side. So loosen it up, and now you can scoop it up. So where you go? Scoop it up, and some of them will come with an attachment where you can put your spoke over here, and that's where the second one comes in. Okay, just to make life a bit easier. Okay. Okay, once you're good, and we keep repeating throughout the whole way around. Okay, just keep repeating. This one will hold it in place to make it very easy for you to keep scooping all the way around. Actually, you won't need to do all the way around. you just need to do until a particular point, then afterwards it'll drop off and you can start using your hands to take out the rest from there. Okay, there we go. From here, we can actually take out our tube. So this is in an instance where you, for example, have a puncture. You just want to quickly replace your tube. So we take out a tube here. Okay. At the same time, we can just take out the rest of our tire and voila. Rim, inner tube and tire. So that's how you take out. And now I'm just going to show you how to put it back in real quick. So firstly, the tire and the rim. You can put it halfway in first.
So by the way, those that just joined us, we are having a Tech Talk hour. So we are currently teaching you guys how to replace your tires in case you hit a flat outside or whatever. So this is Nicholas. Yeah. So if you want to rewind the video for the other parts, you can just rewind at any time. Okay, Nicholas, you can carry on.
Okay. So we fit in half of our tire over here. And now we want to insert a tube. Sometimes if you have a flat tube, you just want to pump it up a bit, get it in shape so it's easier to hold and to mold back into the tire. So we first put back in our valve. Okay, once that's inserted, we just tuck in the rest of the tire along with the along with the rim. Just tuck it in together.
Many people are saying Nicholas is more handsome than me. No worries, I know he's more handsome. That's why he's presenting.
No, don't bully Bobby, please. Okay. Once you have stuffed all of your inner tube into your tire, now we use the other end of the. So once we were scooping out just now using this end, the one that's facing up, now we scoop back in. So we use the other end facing in. Okay. So what we want to do is the motion of one. Okay, hold on. So it's actually very easy to first fit the tire back in all the way until it gets too tight. That's where we start tucking it in. Okay, now it's too tight to tuck in. We have this much left over here. So what we want to do is scoop underneath and just tuck it in. Like that. Just tuck it in.
So, Nicholas, what's the name of this tool?
This is a few names people call it. It's a tire remover. There is a, not too sure. Yeah.
So this tool actually they can find it at Mobot.
Yes.
And we have this tool as well. Yeah.
There's a few names for this tool, but just call it a tire remover. Okay. Usually it can come in threes, it can come in twos because you will need that amount to actually remove and put your tire back. So now we actually tucked it all the way back in, and last thing to do is to insert the tire back and then we fill it with air. If we do fill it with air first, it's not going to go all the way in and we're going to have to deflate it and then inflate it again. So now, just put this back and put my tire back into the wheel. So quite important part, there are arrows actually on your tire, if you're using this specific model especially, the Royale 9-speed GT. So, okay, so there are these arrows. Those will represent where the direction that the tire is moving. So the direction of the tire is moving this way. So it's arrows. So don't go this way, this way. The reason why is because of the treads here. The treads here are meant for forward motion, not backward motion. So these will be, it's not that, the impact of that for making it in reverse won't show in dry weather, but in wet weather it will definitely show. There will be an impact. So what we want, make sure it's the correct configuration, and then we slide it back in. So now as before, we just need to remember how to put it to what we disassembled just now and to assemble it all back together. So just give me a moment for that.
So in the meantime, if any of you guys have any questions or whatever, you can just ask us in the comments. Yeah, we got people say like and share.
Wow.
Today there's no free gift, but thank you for sharing. Today we are just teaching you guys. Nick just taught us how to remove the tires. Okay, I think Nick, you can move the thing to the other side for the camera to see.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, always remember to tighten. You don't want any loose bolts while riding. There we go. Okay. Very nice. Okay. After we put back our hubs over here, last step for the tires is to add air to them. Okay. Now it's fully deflated. So now I'm actually going to use air pump, a foot pump, sorry, that we sell over here at Mobot. Very, very fancy over here. Comes with a pressure gauge, so that you know the right amount of pressure you're giving to your tire. Right here, just going to insert that into the valve. And once you're in the valve, it's going to want to lock. Once it's locked, it's not going to go anywhere. And now we can just use our foot to pump air into the tire. Okay, it's like a bit of a leak there. Just correctly, there we go. Okay.
So that one is purposely show you a negative example. So make sure that you check that the notch is tight.
Yes.
Okay.
Always make sure to click down your notch. And once you have a fair amount of air into your tire, then you detach it and it'll be good to go.